Here, we're going to show you a couple of things around the A major. You've learned the A major already. Okay, I'm just going to show you with the first three fingers, like I first learned it as a beginner. Of course, it's very encouraging to use it with the last three fingers, setting you up for, it will help you in what's to come. But the first three fingers, anyway, I'll just show you. So you remember the A, and if you don't know the A, then you need to go backwards and check that video out where we learn the A major, right? But quite simply speaking, you just take the middle finger out. Just pop it off, which is off the G string, and you just go. And then, if you do that, you've got an A7, A dominant 7, right? So, if it's the last three fingers, you know, you'd be probably shifting a finger across, like that. You know, last three fingers. You could take that wedding ring finger off, but I think I'd probably shift the wedding ring finger over one and take the middle finger off, right? Like that. So, A major, and I think I'd probably do the same, switching to the A7. I think that's probably the most advisable way to learn this A7, because it sets you up to do something else. Okay? You could, for quick switching like that, pop it on and off like that. But you could basically do what I just said and lose the first, so if we're talking about the first three fingers here, right? Lose the first finger when switching, right? And take that second finger and pop that up one string up, leaving the G string open, and take that second finger up to the D string, right? And then we've got, so we get that A7. So then you'd be doing it with the middle and wedding ring fingers 2 and 3 at the second fret, right? On the D and B strings. Those are the two that would be fingered at the second fret, okay? There's another way you can play an A7. We'll show you the alternate way, maybe at the end, if you're still hanging on at the end of this video. We'll show you it at the end if you want to learn it. It's got a different characteristic. In the same way that like that B7 had a different characteristic, but it's a more drastically different shape to achieve it this time. Okay, so other stuff we can do in the adventures of A-land. So we're in that A7 position, and it's way too juicy to just not go into a major 7. So let's do that. And in this case, to go into a major 7, remember how I've said time and time again, the guitar is a shape feeling instrument. So remember on a couple of occasions, I've taught you that inverted triangle. We do it here at the bottom strings, and it's a D7. We do it here starting from the 5th string, and it's a B7. Well, if you do it in that A position, by essentially being in the position that we were just in, right? With our second and third fingers, right? Playing that A7. And I'll just quickly give you the tab for it, just so that we're absolutely clear here. Looking at an X, 0, 2, 0, 2, 0. That's X, 0, 2, 0, 2, 0. Right. And now we've freed up that first finger because you will have done what I suggested and, moved that finger up one, right? And took the first finger off. Now you've done that, you can apply that first finger to the string you've just left, but at the first fret. So remember that G string is just been left open between the two fingers, right? We were playing it and we've just left it open, right? And now we can apply that finger right here on that string at the first fret instead. And then we're playing an A major 7. Then we can switch from this position just by taking this first finger off, back to an A7. Back to the major 7. Remember, it's that smoother, sexier feeling chord, right? And then the A7. And what's the 7? What's a dominant 7? Well, you know, it's just got a little bit more character on it. It's just got a slightly different attitude, you know. When a straight major won't cut it. It's not just for jazz. There are reasons, you know, emotional frequencies that you are creating as a conductor of this one-piece orchestra of metal and wood and heart in trio as a performance. And again, you can do that rundown. A7. Sorry, A major 7. So, and then A7. There you go again. See, major 7, dominant 7, major 7. Straight major. Now, I did say that there'd be a bonus chord at the end. So let's just hit that. The A7's sort of a different characteristic. A bit sweeter, a bit brighter sounding perhaps, you know? And that's this. Remember we learnt the partial bar of the D major 7? Well. Here, if you bar the 4 bottom strings at the 2nd fret, with this here index finger, right? Do that, and then you take that 2nd finger and you pop that on the E string at the 3rd fret, and then you play the 5 bottom strings. So again, it's E bass is an X, and that's an A7 as well. So there's an A7 and there's an A7. It's a bit of a sort of less pronounced character, and this is right. Sometimes you might not want your 7 to be so bright. You know, the character, you might want it a bit more understated. But see how different they sound, but they're the same chord because of the notes that are simply being played. But it's just higher versions of those notes creating that brighter sound. So there we go. Adventures around A. See you at the next one.